Hey, it's Sizzling Popcorn. In this video, we're going to unpack a massive update from MilViz. They're now going to be called Blackbird Simulations for their consumer products, and MilViz, Military Visualizations, will still be the company name for their commercial products. The website for Blackbird Simulations will roll out in the next 4 to 6 weeks. They split the company into two so that they can differentiate the levels of products their customers get between the consumer and commercial grade. Before we go through all their product updates, I'd like to ask you to smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more Microsoft Flight Simulator news, previews, reviews, showcases, and community events. I stream on Monday and Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. GMT, and most Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. GMT. Come join me in the chat as we check out some new add-ons, or come fly with me in one of the weekly community flights, which alternates between military and general aviation. Now let's take a look at the ATR-72 600. The ATR-72 600 by Blackbird Simulations will be a quote-unquote study-level aircraft. It will include aging, wipers, icing, some failures. LNAV and VNAV are working. Both FMS will work even though there's no shared cockpit. They want to make it so that if Microsoft does add shared cockpit, then you'd have that ability to do so. Currently the sounds are being worked on. Also have roughly 10 ATR pilots testing the plane on a daily basis. Although there's no release date, it should be releasing soonish. They stated that they're not saying 1 month or 2 months, and definitely not saying 3 months. So who knows, you can come up with your own interpretation there. They will be doing the 72, the 42, and a cargo version, but they're not sure what's the timeline for all three of these, and if they're all going to be individual products, or if they're all going to be bundled together. Now on to the SR-71. This project was originally being built for P3D, so the model had to be revised from scratch for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's going to be a pilot's plane, so no back seat. It will be in op and you won't be able to see it. Right now they're going through the painting and it's about roughly 80% done. And during the stream they actually made a mistake and they showed us the T-38C. Although they're saying that they're not sure if they're going to make it or not, they did show us that it was in the sim, and they also showed the cockpit. So there's already been a lot of work done on this T-38C, but who knows if it's if they're gonna go forward with this or not. Next up, we got the Porter Phase 2. So it's now mostly functional, and they're adding a second CDI. It's gonna come with Tundra tires, regular tires, and amphibian floats. There's no changes to the systems, engines, or other than adding the tires, and they're expecting this to be released by the end of September. The price will be increasing, so if you don't purchase before Phase 2 releases, then you're going to be paying the higher price. Now on to the Beaver DHC-2. The good news is you're not going to have to pay for this aircraft because Microsoft have bought it for the 40th anniversary. And so that should be releasing at the end of November. It's going to be free to you. It is going to be a default aircraft, so it's not going to have the GTN 650 or 750 capabilities, and there's not going to be any TDS or PMS. But on that note, they are working on the Otter and Twatter, so that's the Turbo Otter. Those will have the TDS and PMS, and they're hoping to release that within the next 6 months, but no promises there. They're currently working on the UH-1H, and they are talking with Microsoft to see if they can integrate their helicopter technology. It is still quite early in production. There will be non-functional weapons, but they are looking at making functional weapons, and if you don't like weapons, they will be making a civilian version. There's not going to be any autopilot on this helicopter. They did mention that they want to produce the whole Huey family, so the UH-1N, the twin Huey. They're also looking down the road of doing the Venom and the Viper. Next up is 737-200. The coding is currently being done, and they are also redoing the model for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Nolanor Aviation provided direct access to the aircraft. There is still a ways to go. The 737-200, it's a mix between cargo and passengers. So you can have it 100% cargo, or you can have it 100% passenger, or they can put up a partition and split between the two. So Blackbird Simulations said that they're looking at making it dynamically configurable for passengers and freight, or both. And they're not sure yet if they're gonna have an FMS, as the original didn't have one. And then a few things to finish off with. They said that regarding Xbox, it's a Microsoft problem. It's because there's restrictions on Xbox that you cannot have WASM controls. And so that's the big holdup right now. Other than that, they said the Saber is currently still being produced. It's about 70% done, 2/3 done, but it's been pretty much put on the back burner with all the other projects. The other thing is they are making an F4 eventually. Again, no timelines here, and they are aware that another developer is also making the F4, which I think is DC Designs. Well, let me know in the comment section below, which aircraft for MilViz / Blackbird Simulations are you looking most forward to? That's it for this video. If you liked it, make sure you smash that like button. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you'll know when the next video comes out or when I go into a live stream. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.